Okay, so this was an interesting one. We got an online quote. They found us on Google, went to the website, hit InstaQuote, got a quote. This was like 3 months ago, and it was one that I totally forgot about. It was for a roof cleaning job, and I want to say it was like $1,400, something like that. They never scheduled, they never confirmed, but they also never declined. And then I get an email about 2 or 3 days ago that said, hey, we're ready to schedule. So I pull up the old estimate and I look at it, and so I'm like, sure, yeah, we can knock it out on Wednesday. So we went ahead and we got it on the schedule, and I'm meeting Mac out there because of the strange conversation that I had with the person, and this was via text, who scheduled a job. They were like, hey, can you come out? I said, yeah. And then she started talking about different squares, and that's how roofing is measured, like per square. And I really got confused and thought maybe they were misunderstanding what they were getting a quote for. And then she tells me that they had a new roof put on, and it's got a ton of like staining and a bunch of weird stuff going on. They got with the roofer that put it on. He put them in contact with the roofing manufacturer, and they said find a reputable soft washing company and get them to give you a quote, send it to us, we'll vet them, make sure they know what they're doing, and whatever. So I guess they went to the website, they saw what we did, they understand that we know what we're doing, and they gave them approval for the quote. The people schedule, we go out there, and this is what we find. Okay, so tell me what you were saying when you were up here earlier.
Yeah, so I saw a bunch of nails and screws on top of the chimney, and then the whole chimney itself was completely black.
Right.
So I was wondering if like maybe the rain runoff and stuff like that was just flowing down onto the roof that caused that staining. Right. But yeah. I've since cleaned up the roof. So,
right, the chimney looks good now. It doesn't look like rust. Could be glowy capsa magma. We're gonna hit it. Okay, so this does look like just regular old glowy capsa magma, but Max said he saw this, which is tons of nails, tons of screws. They do look like galvanized, some of them, but clearly from the roofer. And all of this is up here. So my thought is maybe rust, but it doesn't really look like rust. Regardless, we'll do our thing, but I'm gonna take some pictures of this, show to the homeowner. But this roofer did a shitty job, nails everywhere. Hello. This is your home? Yeah. Hey, so tell me what happened. The whole thing was kind of strange. Hey, baby.
Well, he had said, he just told me to call and schedule, but he said he did a quote, whatever, online. And then I guess the manufacturer for the shingles took the quote, so they would pay for it because whatever is going on right there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
this is a new roof.
Yeah, maybe 2 years old, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that. So, but he's not in town, so he was like, I already got the quote, have the price, just call and schedule. And I'm like, I don't think you did what you thought you did.
Well, no, I was confused. The whole thing was kind of bizarre, but this is correct. So we'll do what we can. Hopefully it's, you know.
Okay. Well, that's what the manufacturer said too, was like, first step is this. And then, I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's weird because it's only on that part of the roof.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
We'll do our thing.
Lady stuff. It looks like what? What do you say?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like an algae.
Yeah.
But it's strange that it's just in that one spot. But we'll do our thing and hopefully get it fixed.
Thanks.
See ya. So lots of interesting things happening here lately with roof cleaning. We've had multiple customers call because their insurance companies are demanding that they get their roof cleaned or they're going to get their policy canceled. Now, I do get that to some degree. Proper maintenance should be required, and it should ultimately be the responsibility of the homeowner. It's like changing the oil in your car. If you don't and your engine explodes, that's on you, not the car manufacturer. But this one is kind of intriguing to me, and I'm not necessarily sure how I feel about it. But we're definitely not going to walk away from a $1,400 roof cleaning. And like I mentioned earlier, this customer had used InstaQuote. They generated the estimate. They got the price of $1,400, and then they submitted it to the roofing manufacturer, who definitely knew what was going on the roof. And they also knew that they would be able to get off a hell of a lot cheaper paying someone like us to clean the roof as opposed to them replacing the roof. And that is a monumental expense, not only the shingles, but the labor and everything else involved. So we got lucky. We got this opportunity, and we're cleaning the roof roof right now. Now, we clean a lot of roofs. We see a lot of algae. We see a lot of stains, weird stuff, but I'm not exactly sure what is going on with this particular roof. And it's probably not visible on video, but there is growth, algae, Gloriocapsa on pretty much every inch of this entire roof. And she had said the roof is only about 4 years old. Well, in Savannah, it's hot, it's humid, and it's the perfect breeding ground for all the things I just mentioned. And can this organic growth occur in 4 years? Absolutely, positively, and I absolutely love it. But as a homeowner who probably spent $15K to have their roof replaced, they might not understand this. In fact, most people have no clue what those ugly black streaks are. They just think that they have to live with them. But it's our job as business owners to educate the population about what they're seeing and how they can deal with it and how we can help them deal with it, right? We use video to show the roof cleaning process, to grab the attention of the customer. Good editing, good sound, good voiceovers, great video. And this does a phenomenal job because the customer can actually see the process, right? They can see the before and the after, and they can actually understand that they don't have to drive up to their house anymore and look at these ugly black streaks. Look, the roof is probably one of the largest surfaces on a house, right? And when it's ugly, it stands out. And all you got to do is kind of explain the process, convey it in a manner which they understand, and you're going to start getting a lot more jobs. And if you want to get some videos like that for your own business, check out QIQads.com. Another thing that we do when we quote roofs is we send a couple before and after pictures of a roof cleaning so they can really visualize what they can expect from the service. Now, this is huge, right? I also send over our roof washing explainer video, which basically just explains the entire process, what's causing the streaks, how to prevent them, and how having a dirty roof is going to cost money because it's going to age prematurely. And a new roof costs a lot more than a roof cleaning. But with all of that being said, I think the main thing that was of concern for these particular homeowners was the area right below the chimney. They couldn't understand why they had these horrible black streaks in that place only. And I'm sure there is some really smart scientific explanation of this, but I'm not a scientist. I don't have a white lab coat. But what I think is this is a direct result of algae thriving in humid and shaded environments and also feeding on the limestone filler in the asphalt shingles. The Gloriocapsa magma. Hard word to say, easy thing to kill, great way to make more money because it's one of the most profitable services that we can offer as an exterior cleaning company. But if you think about it, these ugly black streaks are way more pronounced beneath the chimney. And I think the main reason for this is the area beneath the chimney gets less sunlight, right? The chimney is blocking the sun, probably the north side, creating a moist environment that is unbelievably conducive to algae growth. And these people, they've got a lot of trees, it's a lot of shade, and I think that is what is going on here. And again, we saw some nails up there, we saw some rust, but that is not what we were dealing with as far as the area of concern for these customers. Because after we hit it with our cleaning solution, we saw the algae melting away, nothing remained. So not the nails, not the rust, just a bunch of sloppy roofers that didn't do a good job cleaning up after themselves. So at the end of the day, it is our job as small business owners to educate the consumer, right? Let them know what they're seeing, what they're dealing with, and how we can solve the problem, right? Very easy to do with marketing if you understand the right ways to go about doing it. And so it turned out pretty good, considering all of the staining on the roof. We applied it was about a 3.5 to start with, and then we bumped it up to about 5.5% SH, and it definitely did a good job. Now, something that we added in this last time to this mix of surfactant was a scent tracker or a scent killer. I can't remember exactly what it was. It makes it a lot more difficult to kind of smell and for me, taste. Mac, do you like to taste the bleach? Sorry? Do you like to taste the bleach? No. Yeah, well, it's the only way that I can tell if it's coming out or not, right? Anyway, I think it looks pretty good. That's a shadow, that's not anything. But we're gonna leave this mix on for a while. There's really no vegetation or, thankfully, any kind of plant life anywhere to worry about just because the condition of the yard. But the roof looks significantly better. I'm interested to see the feedback once it dries, once it rains a couple times, and that's it. So get out there, clean some roofs, get that money, and I hope you guys have a great day.